endurance and hypertrophy. Now, once we have gathered all of the necessary information from our consultation, we've looked at our client's goals and we've devised an action plan to get your client from A to B, we have to look at the different types of resistance training. Now, remember that you're working on your short-term, medium-term and long-term goals. So a resistance training program should reflect those different training methods, the different training stages and what you're trying to achieve in each one. So if you look at the chart in your books, you have the tables for strength, hypertrophy, endurance. Now remember that with cardiovascular training, we're measuring intensity as a percentage of maximum heart rate. In resistance training, we measure it as a percentage of 1 rep max. So when you're deciding and you're choosing your weekly workout frequency, you, the trainer, need to consider the training age or status of your client, the availability of your client and their goals. So training status for beginner, intermediate and advanced, we're looking at the frequency. If you have a beginner, somebody who is new to exercise or resistance training, then ideally you're looking at incorporating 2 to 3 sessions a week into their workouts. If you have an intermediate client, you're incorporating 3 to 4 sessions a week in their workouts. And then finally, an advanced exerciser should be working towards 4 to 6 sessions a week, depending on obviously availability. So remember that you have to take this into consideration. The different status or training age of your clients are beginner, intermediate and advanced. Remember your rules when you're programming. These basic rules are from level 2. You must always promote muscular balance. You train the larger muscles first or earlier in the program. You do your complex and your highly skilled exercises earlier in the program. And remember to train your synergists and your fixators later on in the program. So as a beginner could expect to see lots of different improvements as well as reaching their goal. You will help to develop improved proprioceptive skills. You will help to improve posture. You could also help to develop core strength. You will enhance function as motor skills, CNS functioning, and you will also give them a sense of satisfaction and achievement. So just like everything else, if we don't progress, then we start to reach a stalemate. So each person or each client has a genetic potential that outlines how far they can progress if their training, their nutrition and the recovery were optimized. So the initial rate of gain experienced by a beginner would begin to slow down within a few weeks. So it's important that you introduce different stimulus to change and overload the system. So in the medium term and long term, you're changing the stimulus, you may be changing the order of the exercises, the sets, different things. So program variables are what we actually do when we're making changes to avoid a plateau. So some of these variables could be changing the number of exercises that you do. It could be that you're changing the number of sets. Your target rep range could change. Your recovery between sets could change. Your workout frequency. Your time under tension from slow to fast could change as well. You could change the exercises, you could incorporate, take your client from a stable to an unstable base, and you can bring in split routines.